Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to start by giving all honor, glory, and praise unto Yahweh Ba'ashim, Yahweh Shai Ba'ashim, Rechak Hudash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, whom I learned this truth from. Peace and salutations to the hopefully elect of the nation Yasharallah Shalom. This your brother, the Bar Moth, coming back at you with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashim Shai. And in this lesson, we're going to go into this video put up, put up by which appears to be Edomite. We're gonna say he's an Edomite. All right, and his page name is Hawks Podcast, and he's going into how you Edomites, that so-called whiteness, because you're not white. You can see that this man is clearly red. All right, he's red. He's super red. He has the appearance of an Edomite. All right, the first came out red. Okay, but in this video, he's going into how your so-called whiteness will no longer protect you. All right, because we're coming into a time that the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashim Shai is getting ready to first deal with His people. Okay, the Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans. All right, but he's just gonna deal with you heathen, beginning with you Edomites as well. All right, and a lot of you Edomites, you're starting to feel, you're feeling that pressure. All right, Trump, your savior he's not here to save you. All right, and you're feeling that so-called white privilege being stripped away. Okay.
Yeah, I was thinking about that earlier today. 75.5 million people voted for Kamala Harris. And Donald Trump's administration has just designated every single one of them as domestic terrorists. Not just the opposition, but as domestic terrorists. I want to see how he was going to arrest half of our population. 75.5 million people. The answer to that is they can't. They can't arrest 75.5 million people. The United States incarcerates, I think, a higher percentage of its population than just about any other planet or any other country on the planet. Donald Trump apparently wants to increase that, and he wants to use private prisons so that he and his inbred dipshit kids can make money off of it, along with all of his buddies. But it's not going to be that. I read a couple of articles today about ICE and all of the surveillance equipment they are acquiring, and the fact that they're tapping into a nationwide database of security cameras and license plate scanners. And the point of the article was that, very soon ICE is going to know where you are 24/7. And first, I'd like to say and that they are establishing like a separate task force to monitor everybody's social media. So to the ICE person who is monitoring my social media, I would like to say, suck my dick all the way down. Don't half-ass.
All right, excuse what he's saying. All right, but you Edomites, man, you're gonna be the target as well. You lower level Edomites, okay, who have used your so-called whiteness, okay, your white privilege, for pretty much since America's been established. All right, that it ain't working anymore. Okay, you lower level Edomites who you shit on Jake, at the workplace, or you were sitting at the Thanksgiving table, calling Jake niggers and spiggers, and laughing, drinking, drinking, having a good old time. All right, those days are over. Okay, SNAP benefits are being cut November 1st, and the majority of the SNAP recipients are you hillbilly low level Edomites, man. Okay, So Edomites, let's go ahead and grab a scripture, Jeremiah 51 and 9, and it reads, "We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her, and let us go every one to their own country." Okay, so Babylon is not going to be healed. All right, Babylon is a code word for America, which goes back to the word Babal, which means confusion. This is the land of confusion, and it's not going to be healed. All right, and heathen are leaving here in droves. All right, going back to their own countries, especially Elon. There's a whole YouTube segment on American Edomites returning back to India. Okay, for her judgment reacheth unto heaven and is lifted up even to the skies. All right, so what the Lord has his place in his sights. Okay, he's going to use those thermonuclear missiles to exact his vengeance and judgment on this place.
All the way down. Don't half-ass it, and don't use a lot of teeth. Nobody likes a lot of teeth. But it's a 24/7 surveillance state, an authoritarian surveillance state, where they are going to know where we are 24/7. And they're not going to arrest all of us, but they're going to make a bunch of random arrests out of the blue. Probably people like me. I could be in prison a year from now, 6 months from now, because Donald Trump's a piece of shit. Stephen Miller is a dickless naked mole rat, and the ICE agent who is assigned to monitor my social media feeds, as I said previously, can suck my dick. And, they're going to just start making random arrests of people, white people, because none of this is really going to start to stick until they start randomly arresting white people, which I think they're going to start doing this coming Saturday, October 18th.
All right, Edomites. Okay, he's not white. I've never seen a actual white person the color of white. He's red. All right, but nevertheless, he's pretty much correct. They're getting ready to come down with great wrath. All right, and you Edomites, you're not exempt. Okay, you're not exempt from these the top elite. You know who Yahweh Shemar Shai is getting ready to use to come down with great wrath. You ain't exempt. Revelations 12:12. Therefore, rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth, you Edomites, especially you lower level Edomites. You're here on earth. Okay, you ain't on a different planet. All right, and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath. Okay, these top elite, they're gonna come down with great wrath, and you lower level Edomites, you just gonna be casualties of war, because their main target is going to be Jake, but yeah, you gonna be in the way. All right, you in the way of their new world order. So they're gonna do away with you lower level Edomites as well, because he knoweth that he have but a short time. All right, these elites know their time is short to get their new world order up and running. Okay, before Yahushua returns.
October 18th, at the next nationwide No Kings protests. I think they're going to start randomly arresting white people and throwing them in prison, because the entirety of the structure of the United States for 400 years has been set up and designed to protect white people. That's why a majority of white women voted for Donald Trump in the 2024 election, even though judges he appointed took away their bodily autonomy, because their whiteness comes first. And we're all about to lose that structural, systemic protection. And that's when it's going to become real for a lot of people in this country. No, they can't arrest.
All right, he's absolutely correct because when they come down with great wrath and Edomites start getting snatched up, okay, Jake, Jake gonna be getting snatched up too, but the Jakes that see, they sweet beloved Edomite getting snatched up, Jake gonna be like, oh shit, Jake gonna be like, yeah, they snatching their own people up, what they gonna fuck up, they gonna jack us up too, all right. So that he's correct. It's gonna get real deal Holyfield when these Edomites, okay, start getting snatched up.
All of us, but they can just start randomly arresting white people across the country starting this coming Saturday. That the rest of us are going to be like, fuck, they could pick me up at any time. And then there are going to be a lot of individual decisions made, and people are going to decide to stand down and keep their head down and be quiet.
All right, yep. That's where that MOTB is going to come. People are going to comply, except the elect men of Yahweh Shemel Shai. All right, Revelations 3:10, and it reads, "Because thou hast kept the word of my patience." Okay, hey, this word is very precious, man. All right, this the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding has been given unto us. We got to keep it. Okay. I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation. All right, which is coming in fast. Which is coming in hot and heavy. Everyone's talking about the MOT to the B. Okay, the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world. Okay, it's gonna come upon all the world. All right, you Edomites, you're not exempt from this. Okay, you're not your whiteness, your so-called whiteness is not going to save you from what's coming. All right, to try them that dwell upon the earth. All right, everyone's gonna be tried, but the elect men of Yahweh Shemar Shai will come out victorious and glorious, man. All right, you lower level Edomites, you 2/3 who refuse this word, you heathen. You getting ready to you getting ready to get messed up. All right, Revelations 13 and 11. Okay, continuing on. And it reads, and I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had two horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon. All right. So the two horns, what the Republicans and the Democrat, the two parties. All right. That's how they trap you lower level Edomites, mainly Jake too. They trap you up with that. I'm a Republican, I'm a Democrat. You have a choice, but you don't. Okay, and he spake as a dragon. They're speaking as a dragon. They're taking away the Constitution right as we speak. Okay, you lower level Edomites, you have no laws. You ain't got no you ain't safe anymore. Revelations 13:12, and he exercises all the power of the first beast before him, and causeth the earth and them that dwell therein to worship the first beast, whose deadly wound was healed. All right. This revised Roman Empire, it got it got back established. It got healed. Okay, because the old Roman Empire got destroyed. Okay, by Jake. I mean by Yahweh Shimon Shai, but Jake, was used to destroy that old empire. Revelation 13:13, and he do a great wonder, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of men, dropping those atomic bombs. All right. Revelations 13:14, and deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image to the beast which had the wound by a sword and did live. All right, so they deceived the whole they deceiveth the whole earth. Okay, by the power that they were given. Okay, and they deceived you, lower level Edomites as well. Okay, because a lot of you think, that you weren't, you were going to be untouchable. Okay, your entire lives, your whole existence, nothing's going to happen to you. But no, prophecy is going to be fulfilled. Revelations 13:15, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. Okay, you Edomites ain't exempt. If you don't comply with the beast systems getting ready to roll out, they gonna kill you, man. Okay, Yahweh Shai is not going to be biased when he uses these top elite. Revelation 13:16, he calls of all. Okay, he calls of all. All right, except the elect men of the Lord. Okay, in the small remnant, they're not going to receive the MOT to the B. Both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. Okay, so all, man. All right, but the Lord is only dealing with his elect men. Okay, that's it, man. All right, and you Edomites, the Lord, he's visiting you, and you feel it. Jeremiah 49:8, and it reads, "Flee ye, turn back, dwell deep, O inhabitants of Dedan, for I will bring the calamity of Esau upon him." Okay, and that's what you Edomites are experiencing. You're beginning to feel that calamity. You feeling that heat. Okay, and you can see it on these Edomites, man. Okay, these Edomites, they not happy. They ain't cheesing. They drinking. They popping pills. They drinking, popping pills at the same time. All right, they smoked out, drugged out. Okay, stressed out. Hey, Esau catching hell, man. Okay, curses starting to fall on you Edomites, arguing with their women. The time that I will visit him, the Lord is visiting you devils, man. Okay, and rightfully so. All right, because you benefited off your so-called whiteness. All right, you benefited, and just like he said, our whiteness, your so-called whiteness is not gonna save you. All right, Jeremiah 49:9. If great brothers come to thee, would they not leave some gleaning grapes? If thieves by night, will they destroy till they have enough? All right, and you Edomites, you ain't satisfied with anything. That's why you continue to do what you do. Jeremiah 49:10, and it reads, "But I have made Esau bare." Okay, that's who you really are, man. You so-called white people. All right, not all of them. Okay, not everyone that looks like a so-called white person is an Edomite, but the ones who go back to Esau, Edom. Okay, their forefathers of Esau, you're Edomites. And the Lord has made you bare. I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself. All right, your whiteness, so-called whiteness, is vanishing. Okay, you can't hide under that banner of being white, man. Okay, everyone knows you're the Edomites. His seed is spoiled, and his brethren, and his neighbors, and he is not. Okay, so the Lord's getting ready to spoil you Edomites, man. He's gonna use your own people to do it. All right. So with that, we'll close the lesson out. Lord willing, it was edifying. Till next time, Shalom.